Everyone, myself Deepak Shah from New Catholic Mission School Jhabua, and today's video is for class 11th, chapter 5, subject mathematics, and the name of the chapter is complex numbers and quadratic equation. So before starting the concept of complex number, just take one name as imaginary number. What is imaginary number? Imaginary number whose square is negative is called imaginary number. Example, root -1, root -2, and so on. If we square it, then we get -1. So numbers whose square is negative are called imaginary numbers. Okay, then power of I or iota. What is iota? This root -1 is called I or iota. Okay, value of this root -1 is I, and this is called iota in Greek words. So power of I or iota, I means I equals to root -1, I square equals to -1, I cube equals to minus I to the power 4 equals to 1, and I to the power 5 equals to I. So these are the 5 powers of iota or I equals to root -1, I square equals to -1, I cube equals to minus I4 equals to 1, and I to the power 5 equals to I. Okay, these are important for our chapter. Now what is complex number? Name of the chapter is complex number. So what is complex number? Number which is in the form of x plus I y, where x and y are real numbers and I equals to root -1 or iota. Okay, so any number which is in the form of x plus iy is called complex number. Example, 1 plus 2i, or -1 minus I, or 3 minus 2i. These are the examples of complex number in which 1 and 2 are real numbers, and this full term is known as complex number. In this, real part is denoted with real z and imaginary part is denoted with imz or imaginary z, and complex number is denoted by z. Okay, complex number is denoted by z, and real z means real number, and imaginary z means imaginary term of this complex number. So this is all about complex numbers. Now next is conjugate of a complex number. Conjugate of complex number means if we have z equals to x plus iy, then conjugate is written as z bar, and changing the sign of imaginary term is called conjugate. This is called conjugate of complex number x plus iy. Okay, conjugate. Then multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. If z equals to x plus iy, then multiplicative inverse of z is 1 upon x plus iy. If we take reciprocal of this complex number, then we get multiplicative inverse of that complex number. So this is conjugate and multiplicative inverse. Now we move towards exercise 5.1. Exercise 5.1, question number 1. 5.1, question number 1. Express each of the complex numbers in the form a plus ib. So x plus iy or a plus ib form. First question is 5i into minus 3 by 5i. So we remove this bracket. So 5 cancel by 5, we get minus 3i square. We know that value of I square is minus 1. So the value is 3, or the form is 3 plus 0i, because there is no term of I. So we write it as 3 plus 0i, a plus bi or a plus ib. Now next question, question number 2. I to the power 9 plus I to the power 19. We write it as I to the power 4 square into I plus I to the power 4 into 4I cube. So I to the power 4 is 1 square into I, and plus 1 I to the power 4 is 1 to the power 4, and I cube is minus I square, 1 square is 1, so only I remains, and here minus I. These two cancel, so answer is 0. We write it as 0 plus 0 I, a plus ib form. Next question, question number 5. Question number 5. 1 minus I minus 1 plus 6i. So first we remove this bracket. So minus minus plus 1 and plus minus minus 6i. So 1 plus 1 2 minus 7i. So this is the form of a plus ib. Okay. Next question, question number 7. The question is 1 by 3 plus 7 by 3i plus 4 plus 1 by 3i minus 4 by 3 minus 4 by 3 plus I. So first we remove this bracket. So 1 by 3 plus 7 by 3i plus 4 plus 1 by 3i minus 4 by 3 plus I. So we take these two terms, these two real terms, 1 by 3 plus 4 plus these two terms, 7 by 3 plus 1 by 3, taking I common. Okay, then minus 4 by 3 plus I. So LCM is 3, 1 plus 12 means 13 plus 8 by 3i minus plus 4 by 3 minus I. So again we take these two real terms. So 13 by 3 plus 4 by 3 plus 8 by 3i minus I. And if we solve this term, then we get the answer. Okay. This 3 is LCM. So 13 plus 4 plus this 3 is LCM. So 8i minus 3i. So 13 plus 4, 17 by 3 plus 5i by 3. Okay, this is a plus ib form. Question number 7 complete. Now next question, question number 8. question number 8 is 1 minus I to the power 4. We write it as 1 minus I square to the power 2. So 1 minus I square, a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so 1 square 1, I square is minus 1 and minus 2I whole square. These two cancel, minus 2I whole square. 4I square, value of I square is minus 1, so the answer is minus 4. Question number 8. Now question number 11. From 11 to 13 means 11, 12 and 13 are same. In these questions we have to find multiplicative inverse of each of the complex numbers. So question number 11 is 4 minus 3I. Multiplicative inverse of 4 minus 3I is 1 upon 4 minus 3I. Okay, now rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. So 1 upon 4 minus 3I into 4 plus 3I upon 4 plus 3I. So in numerator this is 4 plus 3I, in denominator a minus b, a plus b. So a square minus b square. So 4 plus 3I upon 16 minus 9I square. So 4 plus 3I upon 16 plus 9. Why? Because value of I square is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus plus 1. So 16 plus 9, 25. So 4 by 25 plus 3 by 25I. This is the answer, multiplicative inverse of this question. Now question number 14. Question number 14. 3 plus I root 5 into 3 minus I root 5 upon root 3 plus root 2I minus root 3 minus root 2I. So a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square upon root 3 plus root 2I minus root 3 minus minus plus root 2I. Root 3 cancel. So it is 9 minus 5I square upon 2 root 2I. So 9 plus 5. Why? Because value of I square is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus is plus. So 9 plus 5 upon 2 root 2I. So it's 14 upon 2 root 2I. 2 cancel. So 7 by root 2I. We rationalize it by root 2. So 7 root 2I upon 2 is the answer of this question. And the form of a plus ib is 0 plus 7 root 2 by 2I, because real part is 0 in this question. So 0 plus 7 root 2 by 2I. This is exercise 5.1. Now next topic is modulus and argument of complex numbers. Okay, next topic is modulus and argument. This is also called amplitude. So modulus and argument of complex number. This angle is theta, this is x and y, and if this length OA, this length OA is called modulus of complex number. Okay, if we have complex number x plus iy, okay, so modulus of z is denoted by z bar, z mod, and square of both real terms x square plus y square is called value of z. This is the length of OA. This is called modulus. And tan theta argument is basically a angle. Tan theta equals to y upon x. So this is called modulus and this is argument. Also there is one more thing, polar form of complex number. So polar form, this is z bar, z mod or r. This is also denoted as r. Okay, so polar form of complex number is r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is modulus and theta is argument. Okay, if we put these two terms here, values of these two here, then we get complex polar form of complex number. Okay, so these three things are important for next exercise 5.2. Exercise 5.2, question number 1. Exercise 5.2, question number 2, z equals to root 3 plus I, okay, minus root 3 plus I. Okay, this is the question. So first we find modulus, that is r x square plus y square. Here x plus iy is the form of complex number. So x is minus root 3 plus y is 1. Okay, so square of root 3 is 3 plus 1, root 4, it means 2. Modulus is 2. Now argument, tan theta equals to y by x. Here y is 1 and x is root 3 minus tan theta. Okay, here tan theta means perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is positive and base is negative. Okay, so it is the value from second quadrant. So tan theta is equals to tan pi minus pi by 6. Second quadrant, less than 180 and more than 90 degree. So value of tan theta is tan 5 pi by 6. So theta is equals to 5 pi by 6. This is argument. Okay, if we write it as polar form, then r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is the modulus 2 cos theta. Theta is 5 pi by 6 and plus I sin 5 pi by 6. This is polar form of complex number. So modulus, argument and polar form of this question. Now one more question. The question is root 3 plus I. Question number 7. Root 3 plus I or root 3 plus 1I. So modulus is root 3 square plus 1 square. 3 plus 1, modulus is 2. Argument is y upon x, so 1 upon root 3. 1 upon root 3 is the value of tan pi by 6. Okay, so we write it as tan pi by 6. So the value of theta is pi by 6 and the polar form is r cos theta plus I sin theta. It means 2 cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. This is question number 7. Now question number 8. Last question of 5.2 exercise. Question number 8. The question is I. So we write it as 0 plus I. So z equals to 0 plus I. Here x is 0 and y is 1. So modulus r equals to 0 plus 1 square. It means root 1, 1. Value of r is 1. Then argument tan theta equals to y by x. So tan theta equals to y is 1 and x is 0. So 1 upon 0, it means value is tan pi by 2. Theta equals to pi by 2. Now the polar form. Polar form is r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is 1 cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So this is the polar form of question number 8. Now next topic is quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, you are familiar with this concept of quadratic equation. In 10th class you have chapter number 4 as quadratic equation. So same concept. Quadratic equation means equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, we have to find the value of this x or roots of this quadratic equations or zeros of this quadratic equation by the formula. We use formula x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This formula we use in this exercise 5.3. So question number 2 of 5.3, the question is 2x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0. So here a is 2, b is 1 and c is also 1. Formula x equals to minus b. So minus 1 plus minus under root b square means 1 square minus 4 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 2. Okay, so x equals to minus 1 plus minus 1 minus 8 upon 4 minus 1 plus minus root minus 7 upon 4. Now here we get negative term, negative minus 7. So we write it as x equals to minus 1 plus minus root 7 into root minus 1 upon 4, or x equals to minus 1 plus minus root 7i upon 4. This is the value of x or roots of this quadratic equation. Okay, one more question from this exercise. We take one more equation. Question number 7. Question number 7. Root 2x square plus x plus root 2 equals to 0. So here x is root 2, y b is a is root 2, b is 1 and c is also root 2. So formula x equals to minus b, it means minus 1 plus minus under root b square minus 4 into root 2 into root 2 upon 2 into root 2. So x equals to minus 1 plus minus under root 1 minus 4 into 2, 8. Again we get 8. So we write it minus 1 plus minus under root minus 7 to minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Here we have minus 7 root. So we write it as this. This is the roots of equation. Okay, one more question, last question of this exercise, question number 9. Question number 9, last question of this exercise. X square plus x plus 1 by root 2 equals to 0. So we take LCM, root 2. So root 2x square plus root 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, this root 2 is in RHS, so we get root 2x square plus root 2x plus 1 equals to 0. A equals to root 2, B equals to root 2 and C equals to 1. by formula minus b, so minus root 2 plus minus under root b square minus 4 into a into c upon 2 into root 2. So minus root 2 plus minus 2 minus 4 root 2 upon 2 root 2. So minus root 2 plus minus, if we take 2 common from this 2, so we get 1 minus 2 root 2, or we can take minus common from these two terms. So if we take minus common, then we get 4 root 2 minus 2 upon 2 root 2. So this we write it as root 4 root 2 minus 2, and minus 1, root minus 1 is written as I. So this is the answer of question number 9. So this is all about quadratic equations. So there are three concepts in this chapter. First is complex number, conjugate of complex number, multiplicative inverse of complex number, then modulus, argument in polar form of complex numbers, and last is quadratic equations in the form of complex numbers. Values, roots are in complex number form. Okay, so this is all about chapter 5. Okay, thank you.